If you've ever visited my channel, you know I might be the biggest fan of living in Tampa, and I'm constantly sharing my experiences, but today I thought it would be neat to do something different. And what if we went into the different areas around Tampa and we were able to speak with people that lived here, asking them things like, where did they come from? What is their favorite part about living in Tampa? And what is something they might change? Stay tuned. Hey guys, how you doing? I'm Adam. What is your name?
I'm Dimitar.
Desi.
Desi, okay, awesome. How long have y'all lived in Tampa?
I just moved 1 year ago.
1 year ago?
Yeah.
And you?
Almost 20 years.
So what's something that you love about living in Tampa?
The weather.
The weather?
It's like, it's growing like a city, but it's not overly crowded like Miami.
Right.
So it's kind of like the best in the middle.
If I had to ask, what's one thing you would change about Tampa?
Public transportation.
Oh yeah, that's definitely something, because in my country, even as like Bulgaria is a really small and like I would consider almost third world country, but our public transportations are like 100% better than here. Like,
Getting around?
we're even better than New York.
So being here for 20 years, what is your favorite neighborhood?
Oh, now that I got a little bit older, I think like Carrollwood, Northdale, because the trees, there's like more coffee places that are coming up. This park down here is new. So it's kind of like, it has everything, but you're like also in nature.
Yeah.
I would definitely chose
Go ahead.
West Chase.
Okay.
West Chase is just beautiful. It's like, it looks like it's too good to be true. Like everything's picture perfect and just super quiet and Walmart is right next to me. I love Walmart. This is where, yeah, I like to have like Walmarts and Publix is close to me.
How long have you lived in Tampa?
Over 30 years.
Over 30 years. And what originally brought you here, and where'd you come from?
Old boyfriend from New York.
What do you like about living in Tampa?
I love the weather.
Okay.
Love that there's always something to do, whether it be art festival or music.
Where do you live right now?
In Lutz.
In Lutz. Now, would you call Lutz the best place to live?
I love our house, and we have a fairly nice sized property. We get deer, you know, it's
Yeah, so you have a little bit of space.
space.
Are you close by the interstate?
Close to the highways, easy to get to downtown, easy to get across the Howard Franklin. So, you know, it is a good location.
What's one place you would choose to live in Tampa? Would it still be Lutz or would it be somewhere else?
Now that my kids are grown and, you know, out of the house, we have a part-timer because he's still in college. I would probably move like in the city or maybe even downtown St. Pete.
Okay, and so either downtown, because both of them have great downtowns, right? What would draw you to something like that?
There's just always something happening, whether it be sports, music, nightlife.
What is one thing that you would change about Tampa?
Traffic.
Okay.
Just a lot of traffic right now, but I know the city's going under some extreme growth.
Are you pro-growth? Are you for the growth in Tampa? Are you kind of like, man, I wish it would slow down? Like, what is your thoughts there?
I'm for the growth.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think a lot of younger people are moving here, which is, you know, it'll benefit the industry and, you know.
So really just, you're okay with the growth. You just want to slow down that traffic, right? Or at least give us some better options.
Right.
Yeah, so we can just get around and enjoy all the new growth, right?
Subways.
There you go. Well, I don't know about that. We have to go over top. What's your name?
Rick Lutz,
Rick, how long have you lived in Tampa?
born and raised, man.
Born and raised, so we're both unicorns. I bumped into a rare one.
Yeah.
What is one of your favorite places to live?
Well, you know what, man? South Tampa is the popular spot. Everybody loves South Tampa, and that's great. I mean, I love it there as well. But for me, Carrollwood is a little bit more calm. You get more house, more square footage, bigger lots. For me, Carrollwood.
Now, what's something that you love about living in Tampa?
Well, obviously the weather. You know, I travel everywhere, and there's nothing like Florida weather. Right now, it's snowing up north, and we're here in shorts.
That's right.
I mean, you can't beat the weather. That whole entire area is growing so fast. You know, there's the restaurants, the places to go out. We're right next to the beach. I mean,
And so, being a longtime local, what do you think about all that growth? You kind of pro for it, or you kind of like, oof, I don't know?
I kind of like the old Tampa a little bit more. I don't want it to become Miami. Like, I'm hearing that they're going to tear down West Shore Mall now and turn it into like another Midtown. And it's like, you know, I kind of like the old. I prefer a mixture of old and new, but it seems like we're becoming Miami. And that's what I'm hoping against.
So what's one thing you would change about Tampa?
Slow it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Slow it down a little bit. Keep it like, you know, like right now it's fine, but not too much progress is a little.
Hence the reason Carrollwood, right?
Hence the reason Carrollwood is more affordable. You know, is more my case.
So what's your favorite thing about living here? So how long have you lived in or around Tampa?
11 years.
11 years. Where do you live? Like what area would you
I
say?
used to live in Tampa, now I live in Epperson. It's literally.
Okay, yeah, the lagoon.
Yeah,
What, I would say, where'd you come from before that?
Korea.
Korea? Oh, that's a big move.
Yeah.
Okay, so what drew you to the Epperson area?
I think my parents just bought a house here, so
Okay.
I just followed them.
Sure, and how do you like living in there?
I love it. There's a lagoon. I literally just came from the lagoon, just
Yeah.
chill there every day before work.
Do you go into the city? Do you usually hang out in Wesley Chapel as far as when you go out as like a young
I
person?
come here for food, and on the weekends they have some events and concerts. I would go downtown.
So would you say living in Wesley Chapel, you don't necessarily have to go into the city for things? They pretty much have everything here?
Right. I barely go downtown. If I have to with my friends, then yes, but it's a far drive.
Yeah,
So I just come here. It's only like 10 minutes away. Or go to the lagoon. Lagoon has every events
sure.
every other night.
So all right, so give me one last question. What's one thing you would change? What's one thing you don't like about maybe Wesley Chapel or anywhere in Tampa?
Nothing is developed here yet. Maybe there's 2 gas stations and 1 Starbucks. That's it.
You talking about right next to Epperson?
Right.
Okay.
So maybe if more things are developed, then it's gonna feel like I don't really have to drive down here to even get food.
Okay. Would you say the same thing about Wesley Chapel in general, or you think that's booming?
No, I mean, just 2 more blocks. Everything's literally right there. It's
Okay.
just the Epperson area that's not developed.
Got
But
it.
Wesley Chapel, there's a literally outlet right there, Costco, and I heard they're building super Target here.
They're also talking about a downtown coming to Wesley Chapel.
What? Say like
What is your names?
Brando.
Brando?
Daisy.
Daisy. All right. So can I ask you, do either of you live in Tampa or around Tampa?
I do.
All right, where do you live?
In Lithia?
Lithia. That's okay. That's south of here. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
I'm actually from New Jersey.
New Jersey. And are you looking to move down here, or why are you here visiting?
I'm looking to move down here in the next year or so.
Okay.
I'm looking to move down here mostly because, you know, I have family down here.
Sure.
And who doesn't love Florida?
Yeah. What's caught your eye about it? Because I mean, some people see what's on the internet, and some people are here now, and it's like, well,
The atmosphere, it's not very hectic, but you have that scene also,
Yeah.
like Ybor City and around
Yeah.
that area.
I always say you can press the gas or you can slow it down, but here you have a choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So it's really nice hub, I always say, but you can have those getaways.
Yes.
When you want to break or you want something different, right?
Definitely.
So what is one thing that you love about Tampa in general?
The weather.
The weather? Okay, we've had that a lot today.
The weather.
Yeah.
To be honest.
I know you will say that from Jersey.
yeah.
What's a local gem? What's something that's like a hidden secret? It could be the smallest little place.
It's like you said, right? It doesn't matter where in Tampa you are,
Yeah.
but the beaches here.
You have one in mind that's special though? Because they're all different.
Siesta Key.
Siesta
I
Key.
love Siesta Key. It's one of my favorites, but you're not far away from that.
Yeah.
Like you could just take a day trip and spend the whole day there, and then come back here to Crates and have a nice night. You know?
Yeah.
Music.
More
and-
things to do. Lauren, thank you for joining us. How long have you lived in Tampa?
About 4 years now.
All right, so I said Tampa even though we're in Wesley Chapel. Do you live out in Wesley Chapel?
Yeah, I live on London Lakes technically.
So did you choose that area because of kind of like where we are right now, having access to Crate?
Yeah, great, and just so much around us. We're not having to drive 30 miles to downtown Tampa life. There's so much to do around here without having to go too far.
Sure. Now, where'd you come from 4 years ago?
Gainesville, Florida,
Okay.
so North Florida.
So you're a Florida girl?
Yep.
All right.
Born and raised.
And so what drew you to Tampa more, or Tampa area more so than anywhere else in Florida?
There's just so much to do after COVID, after everything was locked down. We wanted to be somewhere where they're very close to the beaches, a lot of opportunity.
If I had to ask you one thing that you really love about this area, Land O'Lakes, let's call it, what would that be?
I think that there's just so much to do, and it's so new. You know, there's a lot of new development.
So you can enjoy around you in the suburbs. You don't
In the
always have to go in the
suburbs.
city.
You can if you want to. Luckily, it's only 20, 30-minute drive,
Yeah.
but you don't have to.
Last question, because I don't want your ice cream to melt.
Thanks.
What would you change if you had to change one thing about the whole area? Tampa, everything. Traffic?
Traffic.
You finding a lot of traffic out here?
Yeah, there's just traffic everywhere because so many people are moving into this area.
Yeah.
New jobs are creating up here. you're gonna get traffic, but that's part of it. So,
What is your name?
Brittany.
Brittany. So what is something that you love about living in Tampa?
Well, now the crate and all the stuff that's been developed lately, all the neighborhoods and everything, making it more of a community, kind of feels like it's the next Brandon or Tampa. Wesley Chapel is.
Where do you live specifically? Like,
Off of Old Pasco, where that new high school, it's like Cypress Creek High School.
yep. So you're out this way.
Yeah.
How long have you lived here for?
So I actually grew up in Wesley Chapel. I went to Wesley Chapel High School, and I moved to Tampa for probably 10 or 12 years.
What initially took you to Tampa 15 years ago?
When you get out of high school, you want to go to like the city and
Yep.
see what it's about. And I was closer to the beach and closer to like some bars and stuff.
Yep.
But kind of got over that scene, and I wanted to like slow down a little bit, but still have some stuff to walk around and do.
Yep.
So here we are.
So moving back to Wesley Chapel, do you feel like it's now too busy, or do you feel like it's a good balance for you?
I think it's a good balance. I kind of like the busyness that it is.
Sure.
Now. My parents are probably not as quick to like catch up with what's going on, but I like it.
What is something that you would change anywhere in Tampa or even out here specific?
Just having some more events. Like they're starting to do more events, but I think having more events or like cornhole tournaments, just bringing everybody together, I think is like what we need more.
So something to bring out the community a little bit
because
more.
they have all the festivals down there at the Curtis Hickson Park, and I know they're starting to do some here, but I think if they do that, it's gonna really start.
Have you heard that they are actually looking to do a downtown in Wesley Chapel?
I have. I'm excited.
Yeah, so that'll bring more out this area. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing.
Nobody else puts out more videos about Tampa real estate, new developments, and all of the big things happening around the city with boots on the ground quite like we do. So make sure to hit subscribe before you leave. And for all your Tampa real estate needs, we ask you to reach out to my team because we want to help.
What is your name?
Olivia.
So do you live in Tampa right now?
I do.
Awesome. How long have you lived here?
4 years.
4 years. Where did you come from?
Rhode Island.
Rhode Island. All right, so what attracted you to Tampa?
Well, I graduated from the University of Tampa.
Okay.
I'm graduating in May, so school.
Awesome. Do you plan on staying here after UT?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay.
Deciding.
And so where do you live? In the city, outside the city?
I live in Channelside.
Okay, so pretty close to downtown here.
Downtown, yeah.
All right, and so why did you choose this? Well, I guess you chose this area to be closer to UT, right? So do you enjoy living here?
I do. It's very nice. It's very walkable to everything.
Yeah, walkability seems to be the thing here.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of restaurants in the area, so what would you grade the food?
Probably like a 9 out of 10. It's pretty good.
What's your favorite spot?
Probably, I like the Pearl. It's pretty good.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
I almost mention it too much in my videos.
It is pretty good.
You can see Ric Flair there all the time, right?
Yeah.
Give me one thing that you would change about Tampa.
I guess the humidity
Okay.
in the summer.
Yeah.
That's it.
Have you acclimated to it yet, or just not
Yeah,
yet?
I have.
It's just still good.
I have, but it's still every time I'm like, damn, it's pretty hot compared to Rhode Island.
Who do we have here?
Sadie?
Sadie. All right. And do you live in Tampa right now?
Yes.
When did you move here?
On Saturday.
On Saturday. That's about as recent as we've had today. So where did you come from?
West Palm Beach.
Okay, so not too far. You're still in Florida. Were you in West Palm or originally from Florida?
I am originally from Atlanta.
Okay, so what caused you to move to Tampa specifically?
Tampa, it's closer to home. The weather's nice. A lot of young people, a lot of things to do. All the good things.
Just a well-balanced city, your stage in life, right?
Yes.
So can I ask where in Tampa? Was it like a downtown area or where in the city?
Over on Harbor Island.
Okay, and what made you choose that specifically versus anywhere else in Tampa?
Just being walkable to everything,
Yep.
safe,
I agree.
good views.
And I know Saturday you have limited experiences so far, right? But I think definitely being able to cross the bridge, come into downtown, just so you know, we have like over 50 restaurants just on this strip.
Cool.
So a ton of restaurants to enjoy. Have you been here before to Tampa?
My college roommate lives here.
Okay, so you visited before?
Yeah.
Any experiences from that little visit that you kind of remembered and was like, hey, yeah, I really enjoyed Tampa?
Just going to the Lightning games.
Okay.
So fun.
Ton of energy.
So fun.
Do you both live in Tampa?
Yes, outside of Tampa.
Okay, where do you live?
Land O'Lakes.
Land O'Lakes?
Wesley Chapel.
Wesley Chapel. All right, we're in the city visiting. Do you often leave the suburbs, right, the areas around Tampa to visit in? Do you like the amenities here or usually homebodies?
I come down here a lot for Lightning games.
Sure. What is one thing that you specifically chose about living out Land O'Lakes or Wesley Chapel versus living closer to the city?
Well, we grew up in Land O'Lakes and Wesley Chapel, so it's totally different than it was before, but probably mostly just too much going on down here.
Sure.
Being older with kids and all that stuff.
What do you love about coming downtown? Lightning game, but anything else around here? I know we have a ton of restaurants down here.
We actually are heading out tonight to go to Plant City.
Yeah,
To
Strawberry
see
Festival.
Reba in concert.
Yep.
So like we live in the area, but we booked a hotel here just to have fun. And
Do you agree that you just have so many different options?
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
100%.
We were both born and raised. My mom's an original. She's 81. She was born and raised here. So
Can you share one hidden gem, local secret, anywhere in Tampa Bay? It could be here, it could be Plant City, it could be anywhere.
okay, so
Okay.
people love the Strawberry Festival, right? And they go there and they want the shortcake and the whole
Sure.
whatever. But Parksdale Farms is where you get the shortcake. You know that, right?
I was there last week. I go there and milkshake is my go-to.
Yeah.
But my daughter
Yeah,
will
the
crush
milkshake is the best
shortcake.
thing.
You have a second for a couple questions?
Sure. What's going on?
What is your name?
Marco Verino.
What do you think about the Tampa's food scene?
It's growing exponentially. I feel like after the last 5 years, it's definitely been growing. I haven't even been able to test the new restaurants that have been out, but
Which one's your favorite?
out of the new ones, Boulan's fantastic in downtown. I love it.
How would you compare Tampa to the major cities like Orlando or Fort Lauderdale?
I mean, there's definitely a huge difference. I mean, I would look at Tampa as more, it's definitely a smaller city, but it's growing. It's growing. Everything's close to each other. Everything's 15 minutes apart. Airport's close to the city. I mean, it's very easy for transport, and I love it. I would never go anywhere.
Tampa had a local secret, okay, or a hidden gem that most people don't know about. What would it be?
I don't know if it's a secret, but a local hidden gem is definitely the Salt Shack. The Salt Shack is one of the best restaurants around. I mean, I'd say you get the waterfront view, great scenery, great food. It's a good place to bring, your family or a date or even just yourself.
And what's the most Tampa thing you've ever experienced?
The most Tampa thing I've ever experienced. Waffle House.
How would you compare Tampa to other local cities like Miami and Orlando?
I would definitely say that Tampa's more peaceful, laid back, more up and coming. Orlando and Miami are already built up, basically. So Tampa's actually really cool for young entrepreneurs and young people that want to start their dream in their lives. From what you can see in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, it's more active and wild, and Tampa's very peaceful, calm. Everybody's nice and friendly. No issues really.
If Tampa had a local gem or secret, what would it be?
The St. Pete Ferry. It's $12 to go to St. Pete. You get there downtown, you get the ocean view, you get the drink on board. It's pretty dope. It's a good experience.
Do you work here?
I'm David. I am the owner of the Dave Alexander Jewelers here.
Now, in Tampa, okay, there's a hidden gem or a secret. What would it be?
I'm a little biased because I would think I'll be the hidden gem in Tampa.
How would you compare Tampa to other cities like Orlando or Miami?
Well, Tampa, it's a little more relaxed. Miami's a lot of hustle and bustle. So if you really wanted to pay a little lower price, better scene, you get a lot better view. You got a lot of beaches here, a lot less traffic. So Tampa, I've been here a long time. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
What's the most Tampa thing you've ever experienced?
The most Tampa thing, I got to apply a filter on this one. Most people would probably point to Gasparilla or plenty of experiences they've had there. I probably would say a night parade from the Rough Riders over in Ybor on St. Patrick's Day.
What do you think about the Tampa food scene?
Oh, plenty of great options in Tampa. I mean, no matter where you go, there's lots of great food around there. If I had to pick a couple, I would say Ocean Prime over in the West Shore area. Eulalie, you can't go wrong there, but no matter where you go in Tampa, there's plenty of great food to eat.
How would you compare Tampa to other major cities like Orlando or Miami?
Tampa, I would say, has lots of advantage. There's a plethora of things to do in terms of major league sports going all year round. There's lots going on with the arts, performing arts, plenty of live concerts, music, culture. I mean, you name it, Tampa has it.
If Tampa has a hidden gem or local secret, what would it be?
Just one? If I had to go with one, I would say Tiny Tap. And don't ask me to remember what happened there, but that would be it.
Tampa is such a unique city and arguably the best city in all of Florida to call home. It's such a melting pot of cultures, has endless things to do, and offers such a variety of lifestyles. I love that I can not only share my opinions about life here, but I can get you the behind the scenes version with all the locals we spoke to today, hearing what they like and a few things they don't. But now I want to hear from you. What questions should I have asked so we can answer them in a future video for you? If you're looking to buy or sell a house anywhere in the Tampa Bay area, my real estate team and I want to be your local Tampa team of choice, and we want you to reach out to us. Our info is right there on the screen, and I'll pin it in the chat. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.